Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. Today, I'm not playing at 10 p.m., so I'm not gonna be tired as fuck. Now, if you remember, last time we had begun, we're waiting on our meds from Sabine, and we rolled some crazy shit. So let's try to use that big 6 roll, which guarantees a success, I think. Let's go here. 100% positive. Let's do it. Yep. And now we saved so much time. Luke, easy money. What is this? Wait, what did I click? Ankita, a stranded mercenary. Hey, you wanna earn a chit? Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together whole plates. She stretches out her hand back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Look at two. Ankita loves this goddamn station. She sighs and pitches the bridge off her nose. Alright, come here then. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place, she asks, as she angrily lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Or is it just that you all think I'm an easy mark? Stay silent. Nika shouts, I get it, I do. She shakes her head. But if you could just can this guy read? But if I could just oh my god. But if I could just go oh my god, but if I could go just one cycle without some jumped up grifter trying to make me for an idiot, then that would be nice. Ankita hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on, Dan, enough chat. We've got to earn those chits. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually, and Ankita gives you a simple ships this way, and she sets off down a ganj. What the fuck is a ganj? Google time. It's like a bridge-like overhead structure with a platform supporting equipment such as a crane, railroad signals, lights, or cameras. It's kind of like if you've ever been on a highway, the thing that holds up the signs at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of Steve doors. What the fuck is a Steve door, bro? What's all this for? Oh, this? She nods at the plates on her back. I'm building a treehouse. She gives you another of her looks. It's for the ambergris. That cutter you might have seen sitting silent out there. She rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on her last job and I had to moor up here for a spell, but since then it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mind, so now she's gone dark. Shifts the paddle on her shoulder. The upshot is that I'm short on 1 ship mind with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded, so yeah, it's been a time. Sorry to hear. Yeah, I've seen worse, but I'm bleeding shits every cycle here, and so I need to get off and fast. Kita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the 2nd bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundle of plates through the ambergris's outer lock and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Kita throws you a couple of chits. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. Alright, get out of here. She calls back and then locks, and the lock slams shut. New drive. Fix the amber. So basically she's stuck here for a little while. She doesn't want people to know that she's like stranded, because then they'll take advantage of her. Interface +1, rewire drones, danger. I see. What is this? Ankita has a couple of glitched repair drones in storage. If you can rewire them, they can repair the ambergris for you. It's gonna give me money. Ship share. Ambergris doesn't look good, but the time and attention should see it return to a functional state. She could be our ticket out of here. Ember hole repairs. Ankita needs all the help she can get with the ambergris. Pockmarked with damage. The hole is a good place to start. Grounding. Ambergris is in a delicate condition. It'd be too easy to push it over into a cascading collapse. Okay, we have a 5 and a 3. The bar. Okay. Repeatable action, get a drink. You're unsure if your frame can metabolize alcohol, but this fungal drink fermented along the greenway seems like a good test. And if you do it 3 times, you get Overlook regular. The Overlook isn't exactly a restaurant, meaning the only way you'll gain trust around here is with a stiff drink. You can buy rations. Plek keeps expired Solheim rations behind a bar for those weary spacers who ask why the Overlook doesn't serve food. Sealed dock. Unlock maglock. These old maglock locks look like they each need an encrypted key to open. Why the heavy security for a decaying dock? 2 maglock seals the entryway to this dock. Doesn't look like anyone has been inside in years. So we find 2 encrypted keys. Dog B2. Okay. Right market. There's no reason to go to critical action because, yeah. Let's try this. But let me just check what else we can do before I spend the dice. What's here? Ordering fungus. It's 15 cryo though. Ew. I don't got that much money. Okay, I guess let's input this. Boom. Completed. New drive. Build a ship mine. I've heard the talk of a fabricator owned by Ort Exchange. With that and a few fragments, you can build a ship and core. You can access the Ort fabricator. Okay. Ort Exchange. Play the exchange. The flow of shits and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. Have a 5. So is there anything risky I can do that might net me some money? Okay, Dragos, he needs help, but I would rather do the safe stuff. Here we have this, which is danger, but this is basically guaranteed the positive because of her +1. So I say I do that for now. That's gonna give me money as well. +1 ship shape per cycle. Oh, that's good. So I don't even need to do it anymore. It was a critical action. I see. So every cycle is gonna repair one. Huge! And again, did I gain any money? Okay, let's go spend the money. Because we don't want to starve, do we? Let's order some fungus. Okay, it gave us 3 energy. That's exactly what we needed. And it hit up that clock. Alright. Let's complete this cycle. Yeah. Let me check how the audio is looking in the... I'll lower a little bit the game audio here. Alright. Alright. Let's go back to our empty container. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights like stars reflected in a winter lake. Okay. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leap off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to parse, but you begin to try. Let's check the nodes. Boonga! My cat is here. He has jumped on the desk, and I think he wants to cuddle. Come here. He likes to, sleep on my hands and my arms when I'm gaming. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle. Dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the path and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that instant tugging, that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see 2 lines, 2 threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied to you. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They're in the ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Ooh. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam. Testing you, tasting you. What the hell? You open your eyes, time is short. Hunted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6? Tutorial the cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of DI, network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there you can use dice and items to access system and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the icon on top of the screen to toggle the view on and off. Havenage Gate H4. Key node 1002. Get agent. Key node. Yes, I got an agent. What are you? I rolled a 1, so let's put it. Wait, if I put it here, does it make it? Okay, it cannot go lower than 1. This is the only. I think this is the only safe action, and I gotta help this guy, no? So. Nice. Back in business. Plus 10 cryo. We love money. Alright, I'm at 6. Is there anything risky I can do? This is just paying money. This is risky. It's a repeatable action. And it's gonna net us money. This we can just input money. Input scrap. I'm guessing the keys are related to the skeletal ring, whatever thing. To the, what's it called? To this thing. Is there any danger I can do? Empty container. We're hunted. This is danger. Huh. Should I do that? Do that. There's nothing else to do really except check. Okay, let's check these out. Okay, data actions. Data actions allow you to extract data actions allow you to extract data from the network of the eye. They work like dissections, but in order to unlock them, you match your dice to the one displayed on the right of the action. If you have a +1 or +2 modifier in the interface skill, you'll be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data can be extracted. Okay, so here I can either match a 2 or a 3. How about this big one? What do I need? What the fuck? Slot Havage cipher. This gate contains traffic out of the Havage shipyard's network. The correct cipher grants you access. They're all 2 or 3s. 1 or 3. 2 or 3. Fuck, I wasted my little low rolls. This is also a data slot. What about this guy? 3 or 2. 1 or 2. Okay, if I get low rolls, I just come here basically. Yatagan agent. Yeah, okay. Well, I wasted one of my low rolls then. That was stupid. Oh well. Lesson learned. Okay, I guess let's waste one of the big rolls then. Should I just help this guy? Because if I understand this well, if I gotta finish this before this. Huh. Oh, my little cat. He's so cute. Here. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'll keep the 6 for that one, and I think I'll just put in 5 here to the risky one. Let's see what this does. Neutral outcome. Back in business. Plus 15 cryo. Okay, now we're ahead of the clock, so that gives me some peace of mind. This is risky. Okay, this is like, we need the stabilizers. Because if not, we're cooked. Because our HP is fading. It's just gonna give us that, but it's gonna cost us a pretty penny, I think. I'm gonna input a 6 in this one. Hull materials, danger. Neutral outcome. Plus yard hand, minus energy. Oh fuck. Okay, let's eat. Alright, let's end the cycle. No dreams? Oh, what are these rolls? As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up. Turn. Fang is coming down the corridor towards you. A wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? Great, you do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hang around, just want to chat. You staying in that? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlin said? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Who's Erlin? You pass through into a main walkway. No one has told you about Erlin? He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name, Erlin's Eye. Oops, I clicked something by accident. Haven't you organized some seminars? He laughs. Not really my department though, I'm with systems. Think of us as administrative association for the Eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerge as a response or a continuation of Haji Erlin's original union. He smiles personally, avoid the topic. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I've been seeing some unusual network activity and, well, I know a little about your sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glances around. But this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then when you're settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats on the back, his voice bright and dark. His voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Strange guy. Let's go see Sabine. Hablog, the first thing you see entering is the glint of Toshua's implants like a cat's eye in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it, Sabine stands with a case open in front of them. A set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. Have no idea how Yatagan, they trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I don't care. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we need to be careful. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in the transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. The case of your framed unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike immunosuppressants, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes with your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes the passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin stating the syringe. I'll start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, troubling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade away in darkness, and you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yetagan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you are going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. No matter how long you have been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Torchero stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. Lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Hey, we're full health. Let's go. How much is a stabilizer? 100. What the hell? How long does it last? Cause dude, we're fucked. I'm barely not starving type shit. Yeah, try to complete this since it's safe. Come on, positive. Neutral outcome. Oh yeah, right. Well, neutral back in business, +10 cryo. Alright. Let's leave it at that. Let's go check out this area. 203. Bypass. Extract data. +1 encrypted key. Stream of passcodes able to unlock the station's aging maglocks. Keynote. This is also a 3. Should I do it? A low connection feeds into this isolated node. The last access timestamp is 1,000 cycles ago, so 1,000 days ago. Bypass. Now I got 2 keys, no? Nice. The cloud. As you drive back from the node, something latches onto you, a thread. Strung, tied around you, it tethers you in place. A taste, the voice makes you shiver. It's first somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see this glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown, estrogen processing. Stay still. Please hold. It's a hunter. What the fuck is that? Sentient protocol unraveling. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on live legs, though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity identify origin, serial cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Sleep rests in unknown, known. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature off and not off the tapping interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Fake snaking vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Say stop! The figure holds its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your entity is unknown. Your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? A person incorrect. Your identity. As the hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock. An entity hides in the rotunda. You're its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task and close with murderous intent. Strike! Dish! You lash out with all your force, not a physical strike, but a focusing spike of interface, dipping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Wake up. Open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Yeah, we gotta be careful, bro. But I can unlock this door. Wait, what? Did it take my keys? Why can't I use my keys? Oh, data. There we go. Neovent, the mysterious machine. A decaying vending machine. What the fuck? As you slip inside the sealed door, the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Let's look around. You don't know when this place was sealed, but from the state of the outer doors high above it, it must have been decades ago. In this dark, cavernous space, the priest sits in every corner along with choices of rough sleepers. What does that mean, rough sleepers? Although none of it seems recent. Looking past this layer of decay, you see the now faded messages, symbols, and logos of the Eye's original corporate owners still glinting in the shadows. Among all this, the warm light of the machine seems to be the only sign of life. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape settled into the alcove in the side of the dock. A kind of upright cabinet, it is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor intending to disperse and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovent, and you remember an advert from long ago. Squeezed among all the offered recruitment drives, that assaulted every planet-born citizen, with triply saying that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Is this the thing that's been quote-unquote controlling us? Enter your registration, chirps a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins wiring. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper. A whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neovent. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath, before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. The squeal comes again, and you see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machinery setting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that wiring, whining voice. So it learned to speak with its machinery. That's very strange and spooky. You are in danger. Danger. The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion. Entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the phrase closing in. Who? The Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you a target. Adaptable? Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software. Neovent whines. But you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers, need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life and displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud. Okay. Points along the rim, glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests, explained Neovent. Masters are gone but continues to hunt, bring this data, or raid its nest. Why can't you? Hunter will find me, then killer will come. The machine travels with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Boonga, it's okay, I just coughed. Okay, my cat got scared from me coughing. Bring offerings. Save self. Neo Van says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude, tired of the conversation. The wiring amplifies and then suddenly drops as the mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed door. That wiring voice ringing in your ears. So this world is actually dangerous, and that's what the hunter was, bro. He was trying to kill me. Ooh, what the hell? That is fucked up, bro. Chacho. Alright. Let's end the cycle. Now we're gonna have 5 dice. Ooh! We're gonna be rich. Okay, some interesting rolls. That's Fang. Alright. This is back. What is this? Offloading scrap. Oh, they didn't highlight the text. You can't even fucking... The freighter will stay docked for as many cycles as it takes to offload its haul of scrap in the halvage. Scrap allowance. The big stuff goes to the shipyard, double stuff goes to the market. They let you buy a few crates, but not much more. Most of what comes in, the starboard belt is corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found among the salvage. So this is gambling. Unload containers. The freighter crew are eager to get their payload into the port exchange, and they'll pay a wish anyone willing to help them. What is Fang 1? Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the halvage building, leaning against the bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way, security all that. He gives you a look, you know. He slams a button at the bay and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses and closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates, and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You won't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Okay. Some of these systems are built from the original station 1, the Solheim build. The one Solheim built. Okay. We've had to invent new components, repair things we've never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a constant, concrete reality, but this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new. Dragging it away from the corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines, humming all around you. I know you can see it too, Sleeper. All these systems in section. You can't you? I can see it. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at a light around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you are on the run though. They're tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even if I have Havenge, there is old growth. Even in Havenge, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'll think about it. He looks away. Okay, you think about it. Fink passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift. He smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate, and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secret from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the base, so if you come across anything while you're thinking, maybe bring it in. I have an acquisition budget, and I'm not afraid to use it. He taps the door button again. Think on it, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You stab, looking back into the passage, those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Huh. How many drives do I have, bro? God damn, boy, what the fuck? Fangs Bay. Deliver data. Ah, okay, I see. He gave me a Solheim cipher. So if I go in here, this is it, right? No, this isn't it. This gate conceals a network of systems which have been untouched since the Solheim collapse. Hopefully the hunter doesn't come and fuck me. Gate S7 access, -1 Solheim cipher. Leave. I'm not sure what I got. This gate? No. Wait, what? Is there a log? I wish it was a log. I'm not sure what I got. Oh, I think I can log this like stuff here. Solheim node, key node, guys. What is this one? Hey, 1. Extra data. Aha, Solheim data. Okay, that's what he wants. Oh, and it builds up a bar when you do it, and then a hunter comes if you build it up too much. I see. Deliver data. 15 cryo scoping us systems. Okay, that's not bad. 15 cryo, that's enough to feed ourselves. Yes, the food. We gotta help Dragos, bro. He saved us. Okay, 75% chance to be good. Let's hope, you know, we don't get trolled too much. Huh. This is slowly repairing, which is good. New event believes that hunters compulsively gather data might hold the key to escaping its tenacious surge. That my throat hurts, bro. I'm talking too much, bro. This isn't. Damn, am I sick, low key? Maybe. What to do? What to do? When I'm reading out loud, I feel like I'm not like understanding what I'm reading as well as if I read it normally, which is a bummer. This can wait. I feel like this might be our priority. Risky. Nah, do I want to gamble that? Because negative is not good. Okay, wait. What can I do with 6? Let's check. I think here we can maybe do this. Man, I really wish they put a filter because it's so white I cannot see shit. Danger means even neutral is not that good. Do I maybe want to keep the system here to ord exchange? This gives us money. Huh. Really don't. I'm not sure what I want to do here. Maybe I spend a 2 on more data for this guy. Get some money. Maybe I do this. I try to pay off his debt. Huh. Because of this. 50-50. It's safe, so even a negative is not really that bad, I think. Neutral outcome. Boom, let's go. Okay, huge. Maybe spend a 3 here as well? I'm not sure. Let's check maybe the hunter stuff. Is it a skill check? How does it work? Like, if I press here, what happens? Okay, I see. How much did it want? More like how many? 3? Ugh. Maybe let's go with Fang because I'm already 1/3 of the way there, huh? I want to use the 6 here, right? Huh. Okay, we're making some sizable money because we're getting hunted. But we also have a lot of time, so this isn't like a super big rush for Fang. A lot of stuff to juggle. This is also dangerous. This is risky. Huh. Okay. This is 3. I think we do this. Really? Negative outcome? Wow, my luck is really bad. Okay, let's go spend some money to eat. This is just food, which is just like costing us a bit of money. But it lets us progress his quest line, so why not? Okay, that's fine. Now we have some big rolls. What do we want to use our big rolls on? I think maybe here. Maybe we do this. Positive outcome. Huge. Wait, this didn't progress. Wait, this just gave us money? That's it? I thought it would progress this clock. But no. Ah. That sucks. No, but okay, there's no link. It's just I didn't even see it because it's so wide. I thought maybe there was a link, but you just there's none. Ah, okay, I just wasted some stuff because I didn't really need money. Like, there's ways to make money and progress stuff, right? So, okay, that was an L. That was an L. Let's buy this. I'm curious. Let's do some gambling. Shipmite fragment. Wait, that's what the lady wanted. Was not one of my missions making a ship mine? Heard of the fabricator owned by the Ord Exchange. With that and a few fragments, you can have to gain access to the Ord fabricator. I need to play the exchange and sell stuff. I see. Okay, I see. This doesn't seem too, what's it called? This doesn't seem like it's super urgent. 3 left, 4 more cycles. Okay, this isn't super. Okay, wait. So there's like. Okay. I'm getting the picture. So a bunch of the quests relate to helping this girl. Forgot her name. But look, build a ship mine. That's for her. Fix the ambergris. That's for her. Right. So that's 2. That relates to this. And I don't know how long this will take. Right? Cycle clock. Okay. I don't see a reason to put a 5 here. Seems like a waste. But a 5 here could do a lot of good. Yeah, okay, let's... Yeah, I think the move here is try to build our reputation to the shipyard. It says both of these are pretty hard. When I get a high roll, it's a good idea to maybe like put it here. Plus yard hand, plus 5 cryo. Okay, not a great pay, but this might be a good investment. And then we gotta play the Ord Exchange to build the ship mine. That's 6, and it's risky as well, huh? Maybe I should invest in this. But I'm already like, what? 1/3 of the way there for this? Yeah, maybe even more. So maybe I should just focus on being a yard hand. We'll see. Okay, let's end the cycle here and probably end the recording as well. Because it's been an hour. Okay, I'm liking this so far. I'm liking this game. Let's end the cycle, see what's up. Some okay rolls today. Alright. I thought maybe there was gonna be like a cinematic or something. Do I have any upgrade points? Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably invest... Okay, I'll do that after. Alright guys. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys are enjoying the gameplay. See you guys around.